Hi everyone, I am excited this afternoon because I have this new set of, look how pretty, of glitter pens. Now these are these were sent to me as a gift, so I will look into where you can buy them, so I can put some links in the description if you're interested. So they just say glitter pen here. They say Shantou Bitoon Stationery Company Limited. So don't know much about them. That doesn't matter at all. What have we got on the back? It doesn't tell us much. Made in China. I think I could have guessed that from the writing. But let's open the packet. Oh, it just slips in, and then here are all the pens. I think what I'll do is I'll try them out on a page, and then we can see. Now I've got this little teeny book called Calm Colouring, which is it's a lovely book for, I do a lot of colouring on my lap in front of the TV and things like that with this one. But it's got this little picture here which I thought would work quite well with the pens because it's quite small. What I think I'm going to do though is to come in a bit closer so you can have a look and see how they come out on this paper. Also because it is single-sided, although I'm going to pop up something behind the page. I've only got a really huge piece of paper. Oops, I'm just going to fold it in half and put it behind the page just in case they go through, because they might, we don't know. There we go. So I'm actually just going to tip them out, I think, and look at them before we there we go. Now start with this one. Oops. This one here, it just says 1 mil on there, and there's a sort of barcode, but there's no name, you know, colour name, so we'll just have to try it out. This is just a pull off lid, nothing too different there, and we'll just go into the middle. There we have a nice sort of goldy yellow colour. So that's our first one. I'm not going to do this whole picture, by the way. I'm just going to show you the pens. Now we have a silver, as far as I can tell. I'm going to come in a lot closer because you can't see. There we go. I will show you how shiny they are at the end. I'll tip them towards the light. They seem very juicy, which is nice. I mean, new pens tend to be, but I think that this one seems more like a metallic than a glitter. I can't see much glitter in it, to be honest. The first one definitely did. Maybe it's the angle. Oh, it has. It's just the angle. But that's definitely a metallic silver gel that you can't see because it's so light. Hang on. There you go. It's too hard for you to see. I want to do this middle bit as a sort of flower, so I'm just going to grab this colour, which looks like a pinky red, to do our petals with. Yeah, it is a pinky red. Very pink. Intensely dark colour. Which is quite nice, actually. There we go. I should have done them alternate colours or something, but I will on the next bit. This sort of surround bit. My page keeps flipping up. I'm just gonna put... Oh no, that's no good. Oh well. Where should we go next? We've got this border. We've got a black and a brown. Maybe we use that for the border, or should we use... Yeah. We've got like a black and brown. It's quite an interesting idea to have black. You can do every other one in the black, and hopefully there'll be an even number. We'll find out. Around. That's good. I quite like the black and white actually, but the aim is to try out colours, not to not colours. This is a sort of browny colour. Never seen a glitter pen this colour. Now what I have noticed is the glitter in the black pen looks like it's slightly coloured, so it's not just silver glitter. Looks to me like it's blue and green. That might be the same for all of them. They're so small, the pieces of glitter, it's quite difficult to see. That's quite almost a orangey brown colour, isn't it? There we go. It's not, I don't think that really works, but never mind. Now, leaves. I have a green I'm going to do for my leaves. There are two greens actually, one's very bluey. This is the more non-bluey green. I am making sense, honestly. Now, so far I had no trouble with clogging or anything like that. Sometimes glitter pens, my Lagami ones, clog up really easily, which is rather annoying, even straight out of the box. But these seem good. They're also quite different colours to these, so I could use them together if I wanted to, which is nice. Now I think in between the leaves, those shorter lines, I'm doing this green, the other green, so you can see what it is. See, it's more of a turquoisey colour. They definitely are very shiny, which is good. I can hear a seagull or something squeaky. Obviously that's the same noise. I saw quite a couple of seagulls on the roofs this morning. Don't usually get too many around here. We get a few. You'd think with the water we get more, but we don't. I think it's partly to do with whether people feed them and people don't feed them around here. So now we've got a yellow, so it'll be interesting to see how different this is to the gold, which is the one in the middle. I'm going to use this around this edge. Oh, it's a different shade. I don't know how easy it is for you to see. It's a sort of more orangey colour. I mean, it's not orange, but it's a more intense yellow, maybe is the right word. And now I can hear loads of dogs barking. I just popped outside actually to pop some bins away. My neighbour had asked me to put a bin away, I'd forgotten. I walked right past it earlier twice. I completely forgot. I was like, oh, I can't do that. And I had to put the food bins away anyway, but this was a different bin. But anyway, it was easy. I was just a family going by with kids, pushchair, all that, and I was like, oh, must be school, end of school time. And I realised it's actually half term this week, and so kids aren't at school, so I guess the family were just out for a little walk. They were got into their car actually, so I wonder if they've gone for a little stroll along the canal or something. We're so lucky to live so close. It's so lovely. We can just stroll along there whenever we want. It's yeah, it's lovely. Did go through quite a long period of not doing so when the boys were very small, because it wasn't at the time, it is now accessible for buggies and pushchairs, you know, so it was hard, but it is now, so it's great. Now I'm going to use the orange next, so see how different it is to the yellow. I'm going to do these squares. Oh, it's a lot more intense, isn't it? You can definitely tell the difference. But yes, it's some wheelchair accessible, bike accessible, buggy. And it used to be okay for bikes. There were steps and you could carry a bike if you were fit. But they were quite steep. They weren't very nice even on foot, to be honest. But now they've got some different steps. But they've also got a sloped entrance. So you don't have to. It's quite a long way round to do the part without the steps, but I haven't done it. I did it a few times when it was new just to see what it was like, but now I don't. I just go the quicker way down the steps. Good for us to climb stairs. Anyway, this red, I'm sure I don't need to tell you it's red. I'm going to go around, do this bit in the red. You can now see how different it is to the pink. You can really see the difference. This is definitely a red, not a pinky red or an orangey red, which is nice. You can see the difference between the colours. Now, I wouldn't normally, sometimes I do a whole picture just with glitter pens. In a book like this you can, but normally on a picture I would use them for little highlights and things. I think that bit's red there, but it's nice to do them as a picture just so that you can see them all. Let's see what they look like. But yes, I normally wouldn't. I might use them for little highlights, like in the you know, like for stars or bits of, sometimes a little bit of a flower, that sort of thing. But they are just fun. It's nice to have a bit of glitter, isn't it? And some glitter pens, the Sakura ones are really expensive, and so it's nice to try out different types, I think. And so far so good with these. I think the size feels just about right, the nib size. You know, it's not so big that it doesn't fill in these small spaces, but it's not so small that it takes loads and loads of effort. So we've got a purple violet-y colour now. Oh, that's pretty. It's going to go next to the blue. We're out to see whether they're distinguishable, because the blue looks quite dark. So we'll be able to compare them side by side. Now, I often find with a glitter pen, might not be so bad in these little spaces, that I often leave little gaps that I can't really see until I tip them, tip the page a bit, like there, and they can look a bit messy. There we go. And now our last one is the blue. I think it's a good range of colour, I have to say. The yellow and the gold are maybe a bit similar, but having both is rather nice. That's quite a different colour. That's good, because I have to say I tend to use my gold up first, so having a yellow as well I think is great. And it's unusual to have a black, but I have done before a black glitter pen as a background. It was a lot of work, but it was very effective for like a spacey type thing or nighttime. It's nice, but I don't know how much. It's always a risk in case it runs out. But yeah. So this is, I'm going to tip it to the camera so you can see they're really very, very glittery. You can see all the colours are nice and glittery. The silver is very, actually looking at it now, it doesn't look that glittery, but it's very bright. Let's have a look through the paper. No, there's no ghosting or anything really, not until I hold it up like that when it's flat. You can barely see it through. So that's rather good. This paper is reasonably thick, to be honest. I would always test it, whatever book you're using, test it first, because you just don't know. You can't always trust a book, you know, you need to check. But there it is. There is the all the colours. So just to show you the pen again, you've got a 1mm tip and glitter pen Bitoon, it says on it. Bitoon. Here's the box. So you've got this lovely holographic type thing there going on, and there it says the Bitoon and glitter pen 12 colours. So there we go. So Linda, thank you for those. They are lovely. I am going to finish this picture. I will show it to you in my completed pages video, so you can see. I will continue using the pens and finish it off, but I'm not going to do that right now, because it was only a case of trying to show you all of the colours. but I thought I would show you, and they are lovely. So a very interesting selection of colours, I feel, with our sort of brown and black. It's really different, so that is interesting. And I don't think I've never ever had a brown glitter pen before. I don't think, not even in my castle set. I don't think I had a brown. I had a brown pen, gel pen, but not like this sort of shade, but it wasn't glittery. So that's really different. So it's, yeah, unique, I would say, but I haven't tried out billions of sets, but you know, that's fun. So thank you, Linda, and yes, thank you for watching. I hope that was interesting for you. It certainly was fun for me. I don't know how much fun it was for you, but it was lovely. I'm just trying to hold it to the light again so you can see it. There we go. There. Yes, so thank you for watching. Hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.